Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the United Dirt Sim Series Silver 305 Sprint Cars coming to you live from Fairbury, Illinois at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. This quarter mile oval actually features a fairly interesting corner configuration where if you try to run around the inside tires, you're nearly facing uphill, and all the way up by the wall is some fairly high banking, so progressive banking across the track. This is week 9 of competition, so nights are winding down for these guys to make any moves in the points. And I do believe that Hunter Crum is now leading the points after an absolute barn burner performance at Williams Grove last week. If my partner in crime here would have, completed his updates on the points, we would know for sure. But Billy, what have you got for us?
I don't have the points for you, that's for sure. But uh, yeah, it's gonna be interesting here at Fairbury. We just ran a 410s here, and it was a wild one for sure. A lot of beating and banging, but it wasn't as bad as we kind of thought it was gonna be. So we'll see how these guys do tonight. But top side is gonna be fast here. Middle might come in, and if it slicks off enough, you never know. Bottom might even work. But this fixed setup has a real bad gearing in it, so it's hard to say if it's gonna work or not for those guys.
That's very true. These fixed setups really try to slow the cars down, make them very, very drivable. And I think it does the exact opposite in most cases for these cars. It makes them very difficult to drive. And while it does take away drivers having to think about how to set up the car and feeling like they're going to get beat by somebody that has a great setup, it does make the car a little bit interesting to drive.
Yeah, it's gonna be a strange one. You can run the bottom, but you really got to toss it in there hard, not let your wheels slip up because you ain't gonna have much with it after that. Uh, Looks like we got Caleb Harmon on the quick time right now. Tyler Street in second. Justin Brester third. Hunter Crum all the way back in 11th. That's a surprise. And then Alex Hanna. He don't know how to qualify, so he's 37th right now qualifying. That's worse than what he
Whew.
normally does.
Yeah. Wow. That's a little out of character for him to be that far down the list, but you know what? His biggest rival in points right now didn't have the greatest qualifying effort either.
Yeah, it happens every now and then. So it'll be interesting to see. They're gonna have a lot of work to cut out. Alex definitely missed a chance for Hunter might be close. Can't quite tell yet, but he might get that transfer. That might actually help him out quite a bit.
Yeah, getting up onto that front row, that's definitely a huge help anytime you're running anything like a 305, especially on a bull ring like this. I mean, a lot can happen. So if you're further back in your heat, you still have a chance of transferring in. But in a 305, where you have a couple laps of wind up with the gear they have in these things, it takes a little longer for passing to occur.
Yep, it's gonna be interesting to see who passes, who throws sliders. That's gonna be another one to watch is who can throw the slider and not just destroy somebody and destroy the rest of the field because it's kind of like Bristol here. Once you get in a wreck, everybody gets in a wreck. So it'll be an
Very, very
exciting one.
true. I just found out about that in the 410 race.
Yeah, if you don't miss everything, you're in big trouble because it's gonna be a wild ride for sure. We'll see who
Yeah,
can.
I'm kind of curious how many guys we're going to see try to take the turn on the fence. I'm sure that'll occur a few times as well.
Yeah, you come out of four and then come out of two, and then the wall just all of a sudden decides to flatten out and it'll jump out and bite you. Fairbury's known for modifieds and late models. It's the home of the Prairie Dirt Classic, which is one of the biggest late model races in the world. And it's never ran a lot of sprint car races here. They just started running sprint cars a couple years ago. I think I ran a midget here 7, 8 years ago. We were one of the first ones to run open wheel here in a long time. So it's definitely an interesting experience for sure at Fairbury. I don't think it was quite designed for these cars, but we're making it work now. We'll see how well it goes tonight. We've got the first heat coming up now.
I got to say, that really flat wall will get your attention if you get anywhere near it. It is a fairly wide racing surface, though, considering it's only a quarter mile.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of room. You can go three wide if you can make it work for sure. Well, Darren, Heat one's up to the grid. We'll get your running order going for you now. Heat run on the inside, you're gonna have Clarence Rosa. On the outside of him, you're gonna have Hunter Crum. Row two, you're gonna have Carl Deach and Caleb Harmon. Row three, on the inside, you're gonna have William Syme, and on the outside of him, Jared Shipley. Row four, you're gonna have Stephen Vogelsong and Dave Ward Jr. Row 5, Coulter West and Jason Kracky. And that will be it. The other two were over the I-rating limit, I think, and cannot run tonight, so they will be a scratch for tonight's events. So we got, what, 10 laps of distance. Top 4 will advance out of the heat race here tonight. 10 cars, so going to be an interesting one to see.
Yeah, I think this longer format is really going to help these guys out that are starting deeper in the field in these heat races.
Yeah, it's going to be, there's a couple guys in the 410s that were able to start at the back and make their way up just by attrition alone, so be interesting to see with these 305s how they handle out here. But pace cars off, coming down the green flag. Hunter comes falling way back a little bit there on the start, and green is out. Good start for your leader, Clarence Rosa there. Hunter's going to move the high side. Rosa gets way loose, gets into, not sure who that was, but he got into somebody there. I believe that was maybe, I don't know who that was. Can't quite get a car on him, but Kayla Harmon going to throw a big old slider on Hunter Crum. Doesn't quite pull it all the way up. Crum's going to get the outside line and going to hold on to your lead there.
Ooh.
Hunter got in the back of Harlem. Deach is going to take over the second spot now. And Jared Shipley up in a
say
fourth.
That was an aggressive slider there.
Yeah, not holding back here tonight. Deach is still going to run second. Harmon's still your leader. Hunter Crum third. Jared Shipley fourth. William Syme, it's got the same kind of car there. Both nose to tail. Can't tell which one is which. Top 3 running nose to tail, single file on the high side, kind of pulling away from everybody. Shipley still in fourth. Syme starting to fall back a little bit now. Definitely not what Hunter Crum wanted. Start outside pole, he loses a spot. That's going to put him deep in the A main here if he stays in that third position.
Yeah, definitely not the beginning to the night he was expecting. Starting up on the high side, going into turn 1, you're expecting to really carry the momentum through the corner, and he definitely got the job done, but then Harmon was all over him coming out of 4.
Yeah, Harmon's starting to chuck away now. I don't know if Hunter's just riding, trying to stay behind Deach there. Don't want to make a big move, but Harmon's starting to check out on the field now.
I think with the kind of luck that Hunter has had early in the season, or not so much early in the season, but mid-season, I think he's a little bit gun-shy about getting too aggressive in the heat race and then having to run alphabet soup. I mean, and now he's going to prove me wrong.
Yeah, he's going to try to throw a slider here with one last lap. Checkered flag waves. Caleb Harmon's going to get the win. Carl Deach in second. Hunter Crum third. Jared Shipley fourth. Shipley and Syme don't seem to be too happy with each other there. Coulter West 6th, Dave Ward 7th, Jason Kracky 8th, Stephen Vogelsong 9th, and Clarence Rosa round out your top 10. Started on the pole. Had a tough break there in the first corner, got loose, and spun it around on the first lap. That'll end Heat 1. Heat number 2 is taken to the grid now. Get your lineup here. Start on the inside, you're going to have Timothy Brantley on the pole. On the outside of him, you're going to have Kinzer Dussel. Row 2, Aiden Berlin and Tyler Street. Row 3, Donald Depew and Brandon Key. Row 4, you're going to have Byron McDonald and Joshua Pickell. Row 5, you're going to have Brandon Smith and Scott Pugh-Paw. He told me how to say his name, and I done forgot it already, but looks like he is a scratch right now anyways. So 9 cars in this one. Again, 10 laps. Top 4 are going to move on. Tyler Street starting from the 4th position. He's going to be one to watch. Aiden Berlin, he's been real fast as of late in these as well. A lot of new names out here tonight, Darren. A lot of guys I don't recognize. So,
yeah, this will be interesting to see how this continues to develop. This 305 Silver Series has brought in a lot of new drivers throughout the season, and it's actually proved to be probably one of the more interesting classes that we run.
Yeah, we had 60 car field again tonight, so we filled the room up, and still getting new names. We've only got 1 week left after this. Oh, Brantley and Aiden Berlin get together there. Brantley's going to spin out. He's going to be the big loser on that deal. It's going to give the lead to Kinzer Dussel. Tyler Street second. Aiden third. Donald Depew. Nope, Joshua Pickle now fourth. They're going to keep fighting back on their fourth there for fourth spot. But Pickell he's your 4th place person right now. He's going to be your last transfer spot in Heat 2. Tyler Street looking pretty racy early on. He was gaining on Kinzer there. Kinzer's now going to start to pull away a little bit.
Tell you what, Street's going to have his hands full if he thinks he's going to get around Dussel with him running the high side the way he is right now. I mean, he's made a couple little mistakes, but overall he has a real clean line through the corner. He's not bleeding off a lot of momentum. Ooh.
As you say that, he gets in the wall, and then Brantley's in the wall. The top three, you can throw a blanket over Tyler Street. Almost gets a slider from Aiden. Aiden gets real loose and messes up. Street's really closing in on Kinzer. He just can't make the move. I don't know if he needs to throw a slider or what he's going to do here.
I think he's going to need a really big run off the corner and definitely going to have to throw that slider because at the moment, Kinzer Dussel is just locked in.
Yeah, he's close enough. If he wanted to throw it, he could throw it if he throws it right. Just don't know how that's going to work or not.
He might also be just kind of setting him up.
Yeah, you know, if I was him, I would probably wait till about 1 to go. Get nice close, make a run on him there in 3 and 4. You don't want to have to give him another shot to get you back before it's over with.
I'd say it's coming in 1 and 2 on this next lap here.
Yeah, white flag out. Aiden Berlin closing back in on him. Let's see if Aiden tries to make a move. If I know Aiden, he's going to try it. Aiden gets way loose. Street's just going to ride in second. Aiden's going to run the bottom, slide up a little bit, not enough. Kinzer Dussel going to take your win. Tyler Street second, Aiden Berlin third. Donald Depew going to be your last transfer into tonight's A main. Joshua Pickell round out in fifth. First man out, Braden Key, Byron McDonald, Brandon Smith, and Timothy Brantley ninth.
Always nice to see new names making the transfer into the A main, and we definitely had some of that.
Yeah, Kinzer, I don't think he's ever raced with us before. So first night out, gets a heat win. That's a good way to start it out. Heat number 3 up now on the front row. You're going to have Chris Jones on the pole. Outside of him, you're going to have Michael Rodriguez. Row 2, you're going to have Jaden Wolf and Justin Brester. Row 3, Stephen Fernberg and Austin Stern on the outside. Row 4, you're going to have Aaron Gerwitz and Alex Hanna. I say row 5. Row 5 again, Ron Meister and Mark Bradshaw. Row number 6, you're going to have Jeffrey Herrick and Dakota Dillon. That'll round out your field tonight. Looks like Herrick and Dillon are not going to make the call. So 10 cars here tonight. Top 4 move on as always. Chris Jones has been looking real racy as of late. I don't know if he's been running any Fairbury stuff or not to practice, but it's been looking real good here lately. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do here if he can have a good night. I probably just gave him the announcer's curse like Darren did last week, but we'll see here.
I think the man to watch on this start is going to be Alex Hanna. Starting way back there, he's got some work to do.
Yeah, Chris Jones gets a real big jump there. Alex Hanna, as you said, he's way back in 7th spot. Big wreck up front. Chris Jones gets involved. Rodriguez is going to go to lead, and Alex Hanna gets fed a right rear. He's into the wall. He's back off. Now he's sliding around again. He's going to get in last place. We'll check out Hanna here in a minute. That car broke. Yeah, he's not on my screen, but we got a big battle up front. You got Rodriguez out in first right now. Chris Jones second. Oh, and Stephen Fernberg's in the wall upside down. That's going to be Jaden Wolf into third. Aaron Gerwitz fourth. Wolf and Jones get together now down the backstretch. All kinds of action over here. I can't keep up with it all. So Michael Rodriguez still your leader. Jaden Wolf second. Aaron Gerwitz third. Justin Brester in fourth. That's your final transfer spot. He's got a mirror full of Austin Stern right now. We have 6 laps to go. See if Jaden Wolf now got the lead. Missed that. Jaden Wolf got around Michael Rodriguez now. So Wolf pulling out to the early lead here. He's running the high side. Rodriguez is running the bottom. We'll go back to your battle for 4th here. Starting to heaten up. Austin Stern is all over Aaron Gerwitz. Just riding it out right now. Going to have 4 laps to go this time by. Oh, and Rodriguez is in the wall in 2nd place. Now he gets run over from behind. That's going to get Gerwitz in trouble too. Move Stern into 3rd. Rodriguez still 4th. We've got a massive pile up. Gerwitz is upside down. He's off the track now. So 3 laps to go. We've got Wolf, Brester, Stern, Rodriguez still hanging on to the 4th spot. He's got an extremely damaged car. That one won't go straight. He's fighting it. That's going to be Bradshaw in the 4th. Ron Meister's up to 5th now.
Wolf just got into the wall a little bit, and I believe that was turn 4.
Yeah, Wolf's checked out on the field right now. He's got 1 to go. If he should just settle down here. He's got a massive whole straightaway at least lead. And checkered flag way is on your field here. Jaden Wolf going to get the win. Justin Brester second. Austin Stern third. Ron Meister. We'll see the finish here. Give it to Bradshaw at the line. Mark Bradshaw gets fourth. Ron Meister going to be your first man out. What a finish for the final transfer spot. Well, that was a action-packed heat race for sure.
I think it's your fault after you called this place almost like a Bristol.
Yeah, it showed it right there. It looked like a Talladega. We had the big one a couple times.
Yeah.
All right, Heat 4 gridding up now on the pole. You're going to have the Wrecking Ball, old Andrew Hansen on the outside of him. You're going to have Anthony Reisner. Row 2, you're going to have Daniel Vaught and Clinton Stone. Row 3 on the inside, you're going to have Justin Standridge and Adam Ross. Row number 4, you're going to have Michael Bangan and Jonte Goss. Row 5, you're going to have Ian Farrell and Jesse Vermillion. And rounding out row 6, Josh Flood and Christopher Standridge. So it looks like this will be our biggest one yet. We got 11 cars. Top 4 going to make it on again. Got to say Andrew Hansen with the new paint job there, looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, once again, Works Graphics delivering awesome looks on these cars.
Yeah,
gotta say I like that one. That's a good looking car.
Team Sofa King, we are redoing all our team cars. So tonight's field, I think Andrew Hansen and Dave Ward are the only two that have new cars tonight. The rest of them are still working on theirs, getting them all finished up, but we should have everybody's done for next week, I think. Pace car is in. Andrew's start will be on Andrew, and he takes off. Gets a big jump over Reisner. Gets a little loose going into 2. Andrew gets way loose coming out of the corner. He's going to get into it, and he's in the infield. That's going to call it for Andrew Hansen. See if he can come out in the field possibly and catch back up. You got another one in a wall. That looks to be Daniel Vaught. He's in a wall on the front stretch. So Justin Standridge is going to take your lead. Anthony Reiser second, Clint Stone third, Adam Ross fourth. Standridge doing all he can to hold on. Darren, I talked to him yesterday. He's from my area, runs with MOA over here in Illinois. It's a 410 sprint car lead local. I think he said he's been on iRacing for about a week now. So looking pretty good right now. Got a nice lead.
Yeah, that would definitely be a great way to start your career in iRacing, coming in with the United Dirt Sim Series and picking up a heat race win.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good right now. He's got it settled down quite a bit. You know, he runs 410s in real life, so he definitely has a handle on the car. He's been around as long as I can remember watching him, so looking pretty good tonight. And I think Christopher Standridge, who's also in the field, is his cousin. He's up to 5th place right now, so Chris, he's been running with us all season. He's going to be interesting to see here if he can get in that final transfer spot. His first man looking out right now.
He's really working on it there.
Yeah, Standridge Stone kind of walking away right now. First and second, both running the high side. Anthony Reisner in third. And then you got Jesse Vermillion fourth. Like we said, trying to hold back Christopher Standridge. Could be 3 laps to go this time by.
That top side is going away in a hurry. A lot of these guys are starting to diamond the corner midway through, drive off the bottom, hoping for better momentum.
Yeah, they're going to have to start moving down to the bottom. I imagine they're going to reset the track here after the heat races. I know we were talking with Dave earlier. He was asking me what we should do. And I said I would probably keep it a little tacky for these cars, you know. It gets a little slick in these 305s. They're going to be a handful.
Yeah, without a doubt. If this were an open setup class, it's a little less of a concern since you can adjust the car for the slick, but when all you have is a wing slider to adjust the car, it makes it a little more difficult.
Coming out of 4, Dustin Strange is going to take your checkered flag. Andrew winning tonight. Clint Stone gets way loose coming out of 2. He'll finish second. Anthony Reisner third. And Jesse Vermillion will pull out the 4th place finish. Chris Standridge is going to be your first man going to the B main. He's in 5th. Ian Farrell 6th. Jonte Goss 7th. And I missed the rest of them. But that was your lineup. Andrew Hansen, I believe. He never did come back out. He got loose coming out of 2. I know he did a lot of practice this morning. He felt pretty comfortable running the high side, but don't think he was expecting that. So your last and final heat race number 5 on the grid right now. Starting on the pole, you're going to have Dustin Sargent on the inside. On the outside of him, you're going to have Brandon Surratt. Row 2, you're going to have Anthony Goyette on the inside. Outside, Jack Hick. Row 3, Casey Eskew and Dante Brown. Row 4, you're going to have Tyler McCabe and Greg Detweiler. Row number 5, you're going to have Joe Dowd and Greg Peters. And the final row. Drivers did not make the call, so Massini and Matheny, neither one of them will be racing in the heat race tonight.
Well, just receiving images now from the infield on Alex Hanna's car. Looks like broken right rear bird cage, broken left rear bird cage, and broken Jacob's ladder on that car. So that crew's going to have to get the car repaired quickly so he can get out here for the C main.
So
That
you're,
was pretty nasty what that car looks like.
so you're saying the wrecking ball lived up to his name, and he's doing what he does best, wrecking that car. But I'm sure he'll be out here in the C main. He'll give him a run for his money.
Or if I said Hanson, I meant to say Alex
Or
Hanna.
Alex Hanna. All right, Roger. Close enough. Green flags out on the field here. Dustin Sargent with the early lead. Surratt second. Anthony Goyette third. Big old gaggle of cars for the final four spot. Jack Hitt's going to be the first one. Big pile up in the back. The last 2-3 cars in a big wreck. Jack Hitt's going to try to throw a slider on Goyette. Goyette's going to block it. Top three running the high side. Jack Hitt, the first one running the bottom. Looks like he's going to get a good run. Surratt gets way loose. He's going to get tapped in the rear. Goyette's now going to get loose. He's going to wreck the 19J. Not sure who that car was. So Sargent, your leader, pulling out to a big lead. Surratt second, Anthony Goyette third, still Jack Hitt fourth. Casey Eskew fifth, trying to come up the field, getting way loose coming out of the entry there. I would definitely imagine they will reset this track state. Surratt moved down to the middle side there, starting to look pretty good, starting to close in on Sargent a little bit. Goyette's still running the high side. Hitt running that middle as well. 4 laps to go.
Receiving confirmation now, the track will be reworked in time for the C main.
Yeah, kind of what I expected to see there. We'll get the C's and the B's refresh, and in the feature, we'll let her go, let her have at it. Sargent now going to reach some lap traffic here. 3 to go. Detweiler's, or not, yeah, Detweiler's going to stay on the bottom. Thought I was talking to you. Stays on the bottom, lets the top 2 guys go by. Jack Hitt now moves into the 3rd spot. He's going to get around Anthony Goyette. Goyette looks like he's got a decent lead over Casey Eskew still. White flag waves. They will get the checker this time by. So Dustin Sargent will get your win here in heat number 5. Brandon Surratt second. Jack Hitt looks like he's going to come home in 3rd. Anthony Goyette 4th. Casey Eskew 5th. Dante Brown 6th. Joe Dowd 7th. McCabe 8th. Oh, McCabe's going to get, maybe. They're moving all around up there. Can't get your final run over. So Dowd, McCabe, Peters, Detweiler, your top 10, rounding them out. So that will take us into your C main tonight. Should be 12 laps. Top 4 will move into the B. 4 will come out of the B. You're going to be 15 lap B main tonight. We start to get a lineup here. We'll get it for you. All right, here we go. Row 1, start on the pole your C main. You're going to have Adam Ross. On the outside, you're going to have Tyler McCabe. Row 2, you're going to have Stephen Vogelsong on the inside. Outside of him, you're going to have Timothy Brantley. Row 3, Chris Jones and Daniel Vaught. Row 4, you're going to have Craig Peters and Clarence Rosa. Start row 5, you're going to have Scott Paw and Alex Hanna in the 10th spot in row C. He's going to have a lot of work for him. Row number 6, you're going to have Andrew Hansen and Greg Detweiler. Row 7, I believe, yes, everybody from here on out is not in the race, so they will not make the call tonight. So you're going to have 12 cars. Looks like 2 of those aren't quite in yet. We'll see if they make the call.
Looks like they're not going to make the call. We're getting confirmation they are ready to start the field.
Yeah, so that'll give us 10 cars. 10 cars will start. Well, looks like row 1's the biggest gainer. 2 of them are in row 1, so Andrew Hansen's going to move up 2 whole rows there. He'll be happy about that. I'm sure Alex Hanna wishes that was him. Hanna's going to have his work cut out for him starting in that 10th spot. I know you said Hunter Crum you think's the points leader, but I believe Alex Hanna is the points leader with the weeks dropped out. If he doesn't make the A main tonight, though, that will hurt his chances. That might put somebody else in the points lead. I know we got a 4-way battle between Harmon, Hanna, Crum, and Tyler Street. So Hanna's desperately going to want to get out of here with only 1 week left next week. Green flag drops. The outside line gets a good start. Tyler McCabe going to take your early lead with Brantley in second. Oh, big pile up on, not yet. They tried to pile him up, but they're going to come through. Chris Jones is going to get into him, and 4 cars all in a big old pile up. Andrew Hansen, he's going to lose his front wing. Alex Hanna, though, he's going to move up to third. Give the gift to Hanna. No yellow yet. We stay green. Tyler McCabe, your early leader. Adam Ross in second. Alex Hanna third. Chris Jones fourth. Andrew Hansen fifth. Brantley sixth. Your top 4 are checked out right now.
Tell you what, Chris Jones is all over the tail tank of Alex Hanna right now.
Yeah.
He really wants that little bit of insurance moving up into third place.
Chris Jones is running pretty hard, like you said. Andrew Hansen's in fifth. He doesn't have a nose wing. I don't know if that's going to hurt him or not. We will see here. He looks like he might be starting to catch him a little bit, but I'm sure he desperately wants these guys to, one of them to wreck. Yeah, Andrew Hansen is definitely closing in on the field right now. McCabe, still your leader, going to get 6 laps to go this time by. McCabe, Ross, Hanna, Jones, that's your top 4 going to the B tonight. Hansen still starting to reel him in. Jones getting real loose on the exit there. Now you're going to have a 5-way battle as Andrew Hansen closes in on the back door of Jones.
Looks like McCabe gave up the top spot. Just had a little bit of a bad corner, and that was all it took.
Yeah, Adam Ross going to be your new leader now, and he's going to check out from the field. So it looks like McCabe might have been holding him up a little bit. Hanna still, oh, and McCabe gets into the wall. He's upside down. And now Hanna and Jones get together. Now Andrew gets into Jones. Chris Jones going to hold on to it, still get fourth. Alex Hanna up to second. Andrew Hansen into third now. And a yellow flag will fly. We have one upside down in turn 1.
Looks like Tyler McCabe has just remained out on the track. That is going to end his chances, and not a good start with the league.
Yeah, he did not exit there. The yellow flag will wave, so we'll get a green-white checkered here. Adam Ross will be your leader. Andrew Hansen is shown in second right now. Let's see how things sort out here once scoring a time and get all updated. Andrew missing that nose wing. I don't know if he wanted this. I don't know if any of the top 4 really wanted this caution. They were settled in, checked away from the field. So it looks like Alex Hanna will get above Andrew Hansen. So you're going to have Ross, Hanna, Hansen, Jones, your top 4 right now. Move Greg Detweiler up into 5th. First man looking out. Vogelsong 6. Tyler McCabe, he's the first one out in 7th. Daniel Vaught will be 8th. He's 5 laps down. So 6 on back, all 2 laps down. Greg Detweiler's the only guy who's going to have a shot to get in here. Pace car pulls off. Adam Ross will bring him down. The start is on him. Ross gets a good start. Alex Hanna gets a bad one. Andrew Hansen's all over his bumper. 2 team cars there, second and third. Chris Jones is trying to get on him. Greg Detweiler is going to look to the bottom on Chris Jones. Can he make it work? Oh, he cannot. He gets a little loose coming out. That's going to put a big old gap between Jones. White flags out. They're coming to the line. Adam Ross has a big old lead. Adam Ross will take your checker to the C main. Alex Hanna second, Andrew Hansen third, and Chris Jones fourth. Your top 4 going to the B main tonight. So they'll pull it in, get turned around real quick. Andrew Hansen will be happy to get a front wing on his car. And they will try to make their way through in the B main tonight. All right, folks, your B main starting grid will look like this. On the pole is going to be William Syme. Outside of him is going to be Josh Pickell. Row 2, you're going to have Ron Meister and Christopher Standridge. Row 3 will be Casey Eskew and Coulter West on the outside. Row 4, Brandon Key and Michael Rodriguez. Row number 5, you're going to have Ian Farrell and Dante Brown. Row 6, you're going to have the Davenport Dart, Dave Ward. On the outside of him, you have Byron McDonald. Row 7, Aaron Gerwitz and Jonte Goss. Row 8 will be Joe Dowd and Jason Kratke. Row number 9, you're going to have Brandon Smith and Steven Fernberg. Row 10, you'll have your first transfers from the C, Adam Ross and Alex Hanna. And row number 11, rounding out the field, you're going to have Andrew Hansen and Chris Jones. So your C main transfers got a lot of work for them. They're going to start in the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd position. Only 4 will move on to the A main tonight, but they get 15 laps to do it.
I think we're about to see quite a B main here. 22 cars starting, 15 laps the distance, and guys at the back are pretty quick.
I think you're going to see some carnage early on here, Darren. I'm going to call it now. Right. Green flag's out for William Syme. Gets a bad start. Josh Pickle gets a great one. We're 3 wide into turn 1, and 1's upside down. Now he keeps it on all 4, but he's going to fall way back. They will throw the yellow. A little early on the yellow, but, well, now they're going to stack them up in 3, so I guess they looked in the magic 8 ball and saw that one coming.
And there's the second of the new Sofa King Fast paint schemes there on the Davenport Dart.
Yeah, Dave Ward. I think that's probably one of the favorite ones we've done here this last week is Dave's. That car looks really good. Blue, orange, and black. Totally different paint scheme for him. He was hoping to bring him some better luck, keep a little damage off of him. So far, I think it's doing all right. We'll see if he gets an A main tonight. So it looks like your lineup is going to go like this. Joshua Pickell in first, Christopher Sanders second, William Syme third, Coulter West fourth, Ron Meister fifth, Casey Eskew sixth, Key seventh, Brown eighth, Farrell ninth, and Goss going to round out your top 10. Yellow flag laps go quick here. Pace truck's off. Pickell's going to bring him down to the green flag. Green is out. Everybody single file nose to tail running the top side early on. Top 4 starting to get a little bit of separation there from 5th place.
Ooh,
Standridge in the wall. Gets it back off, keeps it going. No, and your leader, Pickell in the wall. He's going to fall all the way back to 8th place now. That'll move William Syme up into first, and we got more of them wrecking in the back. Looks like Coulter West, he's in the wall. He's going to lose 2 or 3 spots. Standridge back in the wall again. Ron Meister and West get together. West back in the wall another time. Now he's going to collide with Dave Ward. Dave Ward's up to 9th. West is in the wall again. That car might be broken, damaged. And he's going to stop on the track. We've got a couple of them piling up on the backstretch now. That'll bring out the yellow. Darren, I promised some excitement, and I think it's delivering.
Yeah, I would say so. In this case, it's excitement / carnage, but we've definitely got some hard chargers so far in the B main. Looks like Jonte Goss is all the way up to 3rd from 14th.
Yeah.
And Dante Brown 10th from 10th to 2nd.
Yeah, you just got to stay out of trouble, really. You know, if you can stay clean and stay green, you can move up quite a bit. You know, we've seen a lot of the leaders and top 5 guys getting a wreck here lately, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Just trying to get a good lineup here for you. It looks like Syme will be your leader, Brown 2nd, Goss 3rd, Meister 4th, SQ 5th. Dave Ward just pulled off the track. Nope, he's back. He just blinked. So Key 6, Ward 7th, Standridge 8th, Gerwitz 9th, Rodriguez 10th. Alex Hanna only up to 13, struggling a little bit right now. He's not going to have a lot of time left. They're going to only get 3 laps when they come to green flag here, so don't know if Alex is going to have enough laps to get it done. Syme will bring him down here to the green.
And you know, right now there's one person really hoping that Alex runs out of laps, and that's Hunter Crum.
Yeah, I think Hunter Crum, Harmon, and Street are all probably hoping that he runs out of laps, doesn't get up there, because I think Alex might have both of his drop weeks in place now, as well as Hunter Crum. So he does not need a bad night, that's for sure. So Casey Eskew's 4th right now. Brandon Keys in 5th. He's also sporting a new paint job this week. That one's looking mighty fine and racy. Dave Ward, though, he's going to run him side by side for fifth place. Looking in the first spot out right now. The battle for fifth still on. Checkered flag is out. That's going to call it. I didn't realize we were on the checkered already. It went pretty fast. So Syme will be your leader or winner. Goss second. Brown third. Eskew will be your final transfer in tonight's race. Brandon Key fifth. Dave Ward will get sixth. Ron Meister 7th. Gerwitz 8th. Fernberg 9th. Rodriguez 10th. Ross 11th. Pickle 12th. I didn't even see where Alex Hanna finished, but it had to have been way back there.
Yeah, Hanna finished 18th, 2 laps down. He must have been tangled in that last accident.
Yeah, so tough break for Hanna. Hopefully he didn't break his monitor this week. I know he got a little upset last week, had some rough breaks, and lost the monitor and mic to the deal, but I'm sure he learned his lesson on that one. He won't be doing that again. So it looks like they are going to skip warm-ups to save the track here tonight, so we will go straight into your feature. Feature will be 40 laps. And we will get your lineup for you here now. We will have, starting on row number 1 on the pole, you're going to have Caleb Harmon. On the outside of him, you're going to have Kinzer Dussel. Row 2, you're going to have Jaden Wolf and Justin Standridge. Row 3, Dustin Sargent and Carl Deesh. Row 4, Tyler Street and Justin Brester. Row 5, you're going to have Clint Stone and Brandon Surrett. Row 6 will be Hunter Crum and Aiden Bierlin. Row 7, Austin Stern and Anthony Reisner. Row 8, you'll have Jack Hitt and Jared Shipley. Row number 9 is going to be Donald Depew and Mark Bradshaw. Row 10 will be Jesse Vermillion and Anthony Goyette. Row number 11 will be William Syme and Jonte Goss. Row 12 will be Dante Brown and Casey Eskew. And that'll round out your starting field. 24 cars tonight. Looks like Brandon Surrett's going to miss the start. That's going to be a tough break for him. Don't know if he's having computer issues or what went wrong there. I did see he just got his sim rig finished up. It was looking mighty nice. So hopefully he didn't have any computer issues and dropped out there. But he will miss the start of this race. We'll see if he can join in later on possibly.
Getting ready to come around and take the green. Any predictions for the winner?
I think Tyler Street will be the one to watch. Possibly Harmon too. Harmon on the pole. He's going to be a tough one to beat with the early lead out there.
Gotta say, I'll take the new guy, Kinzer Dussel.
Yeah, he was looking mighty fine in that heat race, so we'll see what he's got. And he's going to put a big old move on early. Justin Stanger is going to pile up the field there as he gets loose coming out of 2. And that will bring the first yellow flag out tonight.
Well, that didn't take long.
No, Stanger's got loose. They were coming out of 2, and you get loose here, and a start like that, everybody piles up and gets all bound up. So it looks like you're going to have Harmon and Wolf first, second, Sargent third, Dussel 4th, Street 5th, Clint Stone 6th, Hunter Crum 7th already, Deech in 8th, Brester 9th, on Austin Stern up to 10th. Justin Standards, I think, going to be your biggest loser there. He just said, gotten that pile up. Looks like he's still out and going, though, so we'll see if he can make his way back up to the front. Pace truck's in. Or no, pace truck is out. I'm not even sure what turn we're in anymore. They all look the same here. Alright, pace truck comes in now. Caleb Harmon will bring him down here for the start. He's going to have a mirror full of Jaden Wolf. Harmon Wolf get a great start. They're going to pull away from Sargent there a little bit. They run the top side. Sargent goes to the bottom. Sargent still around the bottom. You're going to have Kinzer Dussel up top. See if he can catch Sargent here. And you're going to have a fight for the lead. Jaden Wolf throws a big old slider on Harmon. Harmon crosses it back under. Harmon's going to throw another slider back in for Wolf's going to have to check up the cross back down. Now Harmon's going to try to block him, and it does not work out to his advantage. Harmon's going to cause a big old pile up in turn 2. Give the lead now to Dustin Sargent. He's going to get it on the inside. Wolf's going to try to come back around on the outside of him there. He will get it back. So Jaden Wolf will take your lead back over here. Sargent 2nd, Dussel 3rd, Harmon 4, Street 5th, Crum 6th. Sargent Street, the first 2 in the top 10, running the bottom right now. Oh, we got a big old spin in front of the leaders on the backstretch. They keep going, they keep moving. And a yellow will come out now. Does look like Surratt was able to join back up to the field here, but he's going to be 6 laps down. Unfortunate break for him, so he must have been able to get his computer going. He's back live again. So tough break for Caleb Harmon there. He tried to block a slider and it did not work in his favor. He's going to fall back to the 6th spot. Hunter Crum and Tyler Street up to 4th. Crum in a 4th spot. He's a big mover right now. I believe he started around 10th or 11th or so, Darren.
Yeah, looks like Crum started out in 11th. We got another big mover back in the field, Jonte Goss from 22nd to 13th. And as far as big movers, that's the 2 that have probably had the biggest change in the positive.
Yeah, Goss made big moves there, and that B main came from the back to the front to transfer on. So must have had some tough break in heat race. I don't recognize the name. He might be a newer one with us as well, but
I do believe this is his first week with us.
He's definitely putting on the hard charger move tonight. So it looks like still have one more pacing lap, I believe. No, pace car will turn in here. Jaden Wolf will bring him down. Gonna have 15 laps complete as they cross the line here of 40. See if Sargent can get that bottom to continue to work for him here. And Sargent's gonna move up to the top. Hunter Crum to the bottom now. Tyler Street's gonna get by Crum with that move. So everybody on the top running really well right now.
Ooh, looked like Sargent and Dussel both got into the fence a little bit.
Yeah, Kinzer hit the wall real well there, quite a bit more than Sargent's. Tyler Street's going to close up. Now Street's going to go to the bottom, see if he can get to that 3rd spot. Oh, and Kinzer's going to hit the wall. That will give Street 3rd. That's going to give Harmon 4th. Oh, we got a big old pile up. Street gets into the lap cars wrecked up here. I did not see that, but we had some lap cars collected up on the front stretch. Tyler Street got involved. He's going to lose 2 spots and his nose wing. Tough break there for Tyler. He will not be happy about that one. So that'll move Crum up into 3rd. I am sure Sargent does not want to see that.
Yeah, cue the Jaws theme. Hunter Crum is coming up behind you.
Yeah. He always likes to do that one. The da-da. Usually it's to Jake when I'm coming up behind them. I try to get in his head a little bit, but all I know, Darren, is you and Jake are going to have to run the high side here tomorrow night, and I cannot wait for it. In fact, I hope you guys do run the bottom. I would really appreciate that.
And now I'll have to play Rolling Roadblock after I take quick time again.
Hey, you hot lappers can have that all you want, but we are green here at the halfway point, and Jaden Wolf
into the fence hard.
Yeah, he's upside down. He will get back on 4 wheels. Keep going. We stay green. They're still piling up on the backstretch. Now we got 2 of them upside down. We might not stay green, and we won't. Yellow is out. So the yellow flag will come out again. Tyler Street, without a nose wing, he's going to move up to 3rd now. So he gained 2 spots back there after losing them. The only 2 that aren't changing spots is Jaden Wolf and Dustin Sargent. Those 2 are hooked up on the high side right now. I tell you what.
Something I think we should do on this upcoming restart, we should go on board with one of the guys back in the pack. Just so everybody who's watching can get an idea of the amount of dust that comes off of this track and how hard it is to see that outside wall when you're back in the pack.
Yeah, I tell you, when I go into turn 1 and 2 here, I can hardly even see him from the outside view here. There's so much dust. Welcome to Illinois, home of dusty tracks where we run late models and modifieds all the times, and they run them slick and they get dusty because apparently we don't have water trucks here in Illinois. But all right,
There's
so
probably a regulation against that.
yeah, they got to save it for the corn. So, all right, well, we'll go on board with Caleb Harmon here in his cockpit. Jaden Wolf's going to come to the green flag here, get the start. Good start by them. Harmon's going to run the bottom, the first corner, as everybody else goes to the high side. Dustin Sargent back to the bottom again. Well, you can't see any dust because now he decides to run the bottom, but we'll go back to the sky view here, and you can see all that dust right there. It's hard to see the cars. Jaden Wolf checking away from the field right now, looking real nice. Tyler Street starting to reel in Dustin Sargent as well. But Street's got a mirror full of Hunter Crum as well. Can't let up because he will get past. Oh, and Jaden Wolf's into the wall and the two leaders collide. Hunter Crum's going to be involved as well. Give the lead to Street. That's going to shake up things quite a bit. Hunter Crum's going to lose his nose wing now. Sargent's going to lose his nose wing, and that thing is doing a duck walk down the back straightaway. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue with that car. Tough break for Sargent. Sargent had a good clean run going, and the leader gets in the wall, and he had nowhere to go. Sargent's trying to find his pits. He says, I don't even know where I'm at after that hit. I can't figure it out.
Well, talk about a way to shake things up. Tyler Street, the first man to make it through that mess clean, inherits the lead.
Yeah, so Street's going to go to the lead. Harmon second, Hunter Crum third. Your top three in points right now, battling it out on the track for position. Harmon's the only one that looks good. He's the only one that's got a wing left. Crum and Street, they're both missing theirs, but it doesn't appear to be hurting them any. I don't know if you need one. We've only going to have about 9 laps left, 8 laps left when we go green here. Lights are out on the pace truck, so he will duck off as they come down the back stretch. Street's going to look to try to get a good start, hold him off. See if we can go green from here on out. I don't know that we will, but it's wishful thinking, I think. Tyler Street with a great start runs down the hill there. He's going to go to the bottom. Caleb Harmon's going to go down low. Hunter Crum's going to stay up high. He's going to get around Harmon. Move Crum into second now. We had some more action in the back, but I'm not going to leave your leaders right now as Crum and Harmon side by side coming to the line. Tyler Street hopes they stay that way as he stays clean. Harmon gets loose coming out of 2. He's going to fall way back to third now. Now he's got a mirror full of Clint Stone, who also doesn't have a front wing. Darren, I think we're going to have to knock the front wings come race here tomorrow night because that seems to be the fast way to do it.
It definitely seems that way at the moment. I can tell you I lost mine in the middle of that 410 feature, and I didn't notice the difference. So I guess the lower wing speed here, it really doesn't matter if the nose wing is on there or not.
Tight little bull rings. You don't quite notice as much. Hunter Crum starting to catch on Tyler Street. I do notice Hunter's wing. Oh, we'll have a yellow out now. I do notice.
Looks like we had a car spun at the bottom of 2.
I noticed Hunter's wings all the way back compared to Tyler's, who's all the way forward. That might be the difference why he's a little bit faster. I'm sure Street's probably listening to me in his head, though, where I tell him never, ever move your wing back, and probably doesn't even realize there's an adjustment for it, so if he gets past here, he can blame that one on me. So we're going to have a first green-white checkered of the night here. We have Street first, Hunter second, Caleb Harmon third, Clint Stone fourth, Carl Deitch fifth, Aiden Bierlin sixth, Justin Brester 7th, Jack Hith 8th, Dante Brown 9th, and Donald Depew. You're going to round out your top 10 here tonight. Looks like everybody needed to go around the pace car here. So lights are out on the pace truck. Caution laps go by super fast here. If you're not paying attention, you will be left behind. So green, white, checkered. Tyler Street, your point man right here coming to green. Does he have enough to hold off the Crum bum? Tyler Street with another magnificent start. Going to pull out to a big lead here. Runs the high side. Hunter on the high side. Harmon on the high side. Clint Stone up high. We got a couple cars getting loose out of the corner, getting sideways. The white flag is out for Tyler Street. That will be it. We will get the finish here. Hunter Crum all over the back bumper of Street. Street's going to try to block the slider that never came. Hunter Crumb's gonna cross down low. Who will get second? Your
Looks like Crum
win.
may have picked up second.
Your win will be Tyler Street, your winner. Hunter Crumb second. Caleb Harmon third. Clint Stone fourth. Justin Brester fifth. That will be your top five. Hunter Crumb had his hands full there. That bottom side seemed to be working pretty well.
Took it a long time to come in, but looks like in that closing sequence it was definitely there and it was working.
Yeah, for sure. It was a interesting race. You know, the track slicked off quite more than I think we thought. It was a handful for everybody. That's Fairbury, though. I think we had a lot of action there. Definitely had a lot of yellows, that's for sure as well. And as I'm looking at it, we had 7 lead changes, Darren. So that was a lot of passing. I don't know if it was good passing, but there was a lot of passing.
You know, some of the time you just have to take what the track offers you.
Yeah, you know, you gotta be lucky. This is one of them tracks where battle of attrition is gonna